You've done this. Yesterday. Maybe an hour ago. You're talking with a friend. They say, "Did you hear what happened to Sarah?" And something inside you wakes up. Your heart beats a little faster. Your ears practically grow bigger. You lean in. You need to know. Later, you feel a little guilty. Why do I care so much about other people's business? Am I just nosy? Mean? Shallow? No. You're not broken. You're not a bad person. You are acting exactly like your ancient ancestors did for one very simple, very surprising reason. Let's go back. Way back. Not 100 years, not 1,000, almost 200,000 years. You are not a modern human with a smartphone. You are a hunter-gatherer on the African savanna. Your whole world is about 30 to 50 people. That's it. That's your entire universe. You know every face, every voice, every little habit. And here's the thing that modern life forgot. In that world, information about other people was not gossip. It was survival. If you didn't know who was lazy, you might trust them to watch the fire and it goes out. If you didn't know who was secretly selfish with food, you might share your dinner with them and you starve. If you didn't know who was cheating with someone's partner, the whole tribe could explode into violence. So your brain evolved a special tool, a tool that modern people call gossip, but your ancestors called it the social radar. Here's what scientists have discovered. When you hear a juicy piece of gossip, especially about someone you know, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine, the same chemical released when you eat sugar, or win money, or get a like on social media. But why would gossip trigger a reward? Because to your ancient brain, information about who to trust and who to avoid was more valuable than food. Think about it. In the wild, one wrong social move could get you killed. Trust the wrong person, banished. Offend the wrong person, beaten. Miss a secret romance, you might raise a child that isn't yours, a huge waste of resources. So your brain learned, pay attention to other people's business. It keeps you alive. That's why today you can't help leaning in when someone says, "Don't tell anyone," but that's why office gossip spreads faster than a virus. That's why you remember who cheated on who, but you forget where you put your keys. Your brain was not built for spreadsheets. It was built for the tribe. But wait, gossip also feels bad sometimes, right? You've been on the other side. You walk into a room. People go quiet. They look away. Your stomach drops. You know they were talking about you. That feeling isn't just embarrassment. It's ancient terror. In the tribe, if everyone was whispering about you, it meant one thing. You were about to be thrown out. And being thrown out of the tribe meant death. Alone. No food, no protection. Your brain treats social rejection like physical pain. Same neural pathways, same horrible feeling. That's why a mean comment online can hurt as much as a punch. That's why being excluded from a group chat feels like being left to die in the cold. Your brain can't tell the difference. To your ancient wiring, a whisper is a weapon. Now let's talk about today, because here's where it gets wild. Your ancestors gossiped about maybe 50 people. You gossip about thousands. Every time you scroll through Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram, you are seeing the lives of people you will never meet, and your ancient brain treats every single one of them like a tribe member. That influencer who did something embarrassing, your brain says, important, remember this. That celebrity breakup, your brain says, life or death social data. It's not your fault. It's a mismatch. You have a Stone Age brain living in a digital age flood of faces. And that's why gossip on social media turns into mobs, cancel culture, public shaming. One mistake, millions of whispers. Your brain thinks it's protecting the tribe, but the tribe is now the whole internet, and the internet has no off switch. So, what do you do with this information?
First, stop feeling guilty for being curious. You are not shallow. You are not mean. You are a human being whose brain is doing exactly what evolution designed it to do. Second, recognize the hunger for what it is. When you feel that pull to hear something juicy, ask yourself, do I need this to protect myself? Or am I just feeding my ancient radar for no reason? Third, use gossip the way your ancestors did, to build, not to destroy. Good gossip exists, talking about who is kind, who helped someone, who showed up when it mattered. That kind of gossip builds trust. It tells your tribe, this person is safe, and your brain rewards that too. The problem isn't gossip. The problem is that modern life removed the old rules. Your brain still has the engine, but you get to choose the direction. So the next time you catch yourself leaning in to hear someone's business, smile. You're not broken. You're not a gossip addict. You are a 200,000-year-old social radar trying to do its job in a world of 8 billion strangers. Be curious, but be kind, because behind every piece of gossip is another ancient brain, just as scared, just as curious, and just as human as yours. Thanks for watching.